Okay, good afternoon, class. Today's lesson will be a bit shorter because of the fact that you have written a class test, okay? Because of the class test, this lesson will be a bit shorter. So you guys had some homework, correct? The homework was... Thanks, put it on there. It was on page 6. 26. Okay. It's page 24 and page 25. Exercise 2. Okay. So the answer to number 2, exercise 2, number 2. Exercise 2, you had to do number? Sorry? 1 to 5. So what's your answer to number 1? Negative 3a cubed plus a squared plus 9a. Okay? You can apply any method. You should get the same answer. Okay? Number 2, 2x squared minus 4. Number 3, negative a plus 9 plus 4a squared. It's correct. 4a squared minus 9 plus 4a squared minus a plus 9. Both is correct. Okay. Number 4, negative 9 a squared plus 11 minus 3. Or negative 9a squared minus 3a plus 11. It's the same thing. Are you okay, Michael? What's wrong? You must mark your work. Now where's your book? Where's your book? So your auntie is doing the work? Okay. Number 5, negative 7 x squared y plus 2xy plus 4xy squared. Or the vice versa jumbled up. Okay. Any questions of those you want me to explain on the board? Sorry? Number 2. Okay. Which page is this on? Sorry? 24. Exercise 2, page 24, number 2. That's the only question that was asked to be explained. So we're going to replace the semicolons with addition signs. Not so. So in other words, it's going to be x squared minus 3x plus 2. I'll put a plus here. Plus times minus is minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 3x squared plus 8x minus 6. Sorry? For the negative 5. This one here. If you put a plus in a bracket, what's positive times negative? Negative. What's positive times negative? Negative. So why don't you put the positive 5? Is that your mistake? No problem. But in future it must remain as it is, okay? So what do we do now? We look for like terms. So x squared, negative 2x squared and 3x squared. Negative 3x minus 5x plus 8x. Positive 2 minus 6. So what's x squared minus 2x squared? Negative x squared. Negative x squared plus 3x squared? 2x squared. Okay? What's negative 3x minus 5x? Negative 8x. And negative 8x plus 8x is going to give you 0. They cancel out. What is 2 minus 6? Okay. So the person who got number 2 wrong, who asked me to do number 2? Okay, so you sorted, no? You're the only one. Anybody else made a mistake on number 2? Okay, where did you go wrong, Gabby? You added the x squares wrong. Okay, yes, Michael? We don't know where you went wrong. Bring your book, let's see. Make quick! Yes, the girls and yes? You wrote down the sum wrong. You see, you're shorting the 2. You see this 2 here? You're supposed to have a plus 2 there. You see? Now you got on your number line. X squared minus 2x squared. Go there. Here's the number line. So you got x squared minus 2x squared. Use the number line, let's see. X squared minus 2. What's 1 minus 2?
1 minus 2 is negative 1.
Quick check. 1 minus 2. Right, negative 1. Plus 3. What is that?
2.
So you're supposed to have 2x squared in this line, which you don't have. You understand? So you must use your number line. And that will ensure that you don't make the same mistake. Okay? Alright. So you all okay with exercise 2 now? Let's go to exercise 3. Exercise 3 you have to subtract. The first answer is 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. Is that correct? Number 2. Negative 11 a squared b minus 5ab squared minus 1. Yes, my go. I must answer all the questions first, and I will ask you, is there a problem? Then you say you have a problem with this and that. Otherwise, the stop and go story. Okay? Understand? You will hear I ask, is there any problems? And then number 2 is negative 11a squared b minus 5ab squared minus 1. Number 3, 2p squared minus p minus 14. Go for it. You're looking around. Are you marking your work? Why are you looking around? You're looking, who did they work? Huh? I must put you in charge of the checking the homework. Yes, okay. She's going to start checking from tomorrow, from Monday who did the work, no? So she's checking now already who done the work. Okay. People number 4. Negative 5x squared plus 5x. Number 6. 4 plus 3xy minus 4x squared y. People, any problems with exercise 3? Yes. Number 3. Any other problems? Number 4. Yes? 1, 3, 4. Okay. 5 also. What page is this on? Page 20, no? 25. Okay, exercise 3, page 25, number 1. The question says subtract 4x squared minus 2x plus 3 from negative 5x plus 8 plus 6x squared. So we said whatever follows from here, right? First. So it's going to be negative 5x plus 8 plus 6x squared minus 4x squared minus 2x plus 3. You all agree with that? No. It's wrong. Maybe a bracket, yes. Don't just say yes for everything. So what do we do now? Get rid of the brackets. Multiplies negatively. So that's going to give you negative 5x plus 8 plus 6x squared minus 4x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now what? Like terms. So that's a like term to that one. The constant to that. 6x squared with negative 4x squared. So negative 5x plus 2x is negative 3x. 8 minus 3 is 5. 6x squared minus 4x squared is going to be positive 2x. Who asked this question? Where did you go wrong?
So I didn't times the...
You never put a bracket there.
So I did put a bracket, so basically I didn't times the...
You put a bracket but you didn't multiply the bracket out.
Yes,
Okay. Right, number 3. So we said whatever follows from, you right? First. So it's going to be, oops, that is subtract. So that must be written first. So it's going to be 8p squared minus 3p minus 10 must be subtracted, open brackets, 4 minus 2p plus 6p squared. So what do we do here? Get rid of the brackets. So that would simply give us 8p squared minus 3p minus 10 minus 4 plus 2p minus 6p squared. Okay? Now we're going to look at like terms, grouping like terms. So you got 8p squared minus 6p squared is 2p squared. Minus 3p plus 2p. Minus p. Negative 10 minus 4. Okay. Right. And the last one, number 4. Who asked this question? Where did you go wrong? Negative 10 minus 4 in 11. Okay. Okay. Then is number 4. Right, number 4. It says from 3x subtract 5x squared minus 2x. Whatever follows from, you write first. So it's 3x minus 5x squared 5x squared minus 2x. So of course we get rid of the brackets by multiplying that in. So it's going to be 3x minus 5x squared plus 2x. So what do we do now? Like terms. It's going to be 5x minus. Where did you go wrong in the sum? Who asked the sum? Somebody must have asked for this question. So who said 4? Yes? Sorry? Who said 5? Okay. Alright, so number 5. Well, read for me what you wrote in your book. It says what must be added to give an answer of, or to give 4 minus 3x squared y plus xy. What did you write? No, the first step after this, what did you write?
4 minus 3x squared y.
Must be 4 minus 3x squared y plus xy, yes? That's all you wrote? You only wrote this here.
Also, plus.
Plus. Why plus?
Add 7.
You see, the question says what must be added. So, think in terms of numbers. What must be added to 2 to give 10? What must be added? 8. How do you get 8? It's going to be 10 minus 2. So, 10 minus 2. So what we do is we take this 4 minus 3x squared y plus x1 and we minus it by this here. Does it make sense? Right. So, it's going to be 4 minus 3x squared y plus xy minus x squared y minus 2xy. Okay. So now it is a matter of simplifying. Definitely going to get the sum like this in your exam. Okay. So what we do now? Like them. So it's going to be 4 is on its own. Negative 3xy, x squared y. Negative x squared y is going to give you negative 4x squared y. xy plus 3xy, 2xy, 3xy. Okay. Any confusion there? Right, so that brings us now to the next part of the work. We're looking at multiplication. There are basically 4 types of multiplication we will be studying in this exam, in this section of work. It's type 1. It's a monomial. You don't have to write this down, just write multiplication. Type 1 is a monomial by a binomial. What makes a monomial? 1 term. And b plus a binomial? 2 terms. More than 1 term, it could be 2 terms, 3 terms. Here it's going to be a type 2 is a binomial by binomial. Type 3, binomial by 3 terms is trinomial. And type 4 is your binomial squared. So in today's lesson we're going to look at type 1 and type 2. Okay? This time for type 3 we will squeeze that in. This is the example type 1 on page 25. So write down the example. Write example type 1, page 25. Yes? Right. So it's a straightforward multiplication that's happening here. And this is similar to grade 8. So you say 5xy times 3x, write the answer in. 5xy times 3x. This is also known as, what law is this? Distributive law is. Okay, distributive, you multiply now. And then you're going to say 5xy times negative 2y cubed. You write it on say. Right, so what do we get? 5xy times 3x, 15x squared, 1. 5xy times negative 2y cubed, negative 10xy. Okay, are you pulling out the wrong answers on purpose? No. Yes. Sorry? The 2 here on the x.
No, so by the 10.
There's no 10, no 2 by the 10.
No, so it should write then see the 2 by the 2y. That's a 3.
The 3. Okay, this is the next one. Number 2, write this one down. Got 2, number 2, you got x into x plus 1 minus 2x. Can you see now? Huh? Yes, Michael. Sorry? What do you think? Huh? What do you think? You don't think? Didn't you get your exam timetable? No, how do you know you're writing this? You don't know you're writing. It's a G. But yesterday I put the newsletter in the group. You were supposed to have passed that on to your parents. Did you do that?
Yes.
No, you didn't. So if you had passed it on to your parents should have read it. And your parents would have told you you're writing on the 15th. Okay, so we must do our part, no? Everybody must start studying now. People number 2. Let's go over it. How many terms are here firstly? 2 terms. What separates terms? Plus and minus. So there's 1, 2 terms. So what do we do? To get rid of the bracket, we multiply this in. So x times x is? X times 1 is?
X.
You all agree with that?
Yes.
Let's multiply the negative in. What do we get here? Negative 2x minus 3. So what do we do now? So it's going to be x and minus 2x. Not so. So that will give you x squared. What's x minus 2x? Negative 3x. You all agree with that? No. Go on your number line. See here. It is 1. If there's no number, there's a 1 here. So it's going to be 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Use your number line, people. Use it. It works. So 1x minus 2x is negative x. Minus 3. Any confusion here? No? For homework, I want you guys to do exercise 4 on page 25. Exercise 4 on page 25. Now we're looking at type 2 on page 26. Type 2 on page 26. So write the example type 2, page 26. Governor, are you okay? Did you write this one down already? Now why are you watching our work now? You're not yet. From Monday onwards you that monitor. No? The work now. Not now. Sorry? No, this is the homework monitor. So you're going to check. So she's watching everybody. Okay. So, according to distributive law here, just take you one step back. If you got 1 plus 2 and 3 plus 4, let's do the sum. What will this give us? 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is? You all agree with that? What if we take that same sum? You say, okay. What is 1 times 3? 3. 1 times 4? 4. 2 times 3? 2 times 4? What's 3 plus 4? 7. 7 plus 6? 13. 13 plus 8? Same. Not so? So, which means to say I can apply your associative property first, and then your distributive property, or you can add first and then multiply, or you multiply it and then add it. Can you see that, people? But now looking at example 1, could we have added first?
No.
Why not? Unlike those. So, which means to say I must. You get rid of the brackets and multiply in like. Not so? So let's multiply. Let's see. What is 2x times 4x? So it's 2 times 4x. It's going to give you 8x squared. You all understand it? Then that 2x must be multiplied with the second term in that bracket, which is y. And 2x times y? Positive 2xy. So what is 3y times 4x? So now we go and we multiply this 3y by 4x and 3y by y. So what is 3y times 4x? Positive 12xy. And 3y times y? 3y. So what do you notice now? Like terms. So it's going to be 2xy and 12xy. Not so?
Yes, sir.
So that will simply give you 8x squared plus 14xy plus. Do you all understand?
Yes.
Let's go straight into the next one, as the bell is going to ring very, very soon. Okay. Okay, and this will be the last one. Again, we add the like terms inside the bracket? Anything like terms inside the bracket to add? No. So what do? We multiply it in line. Okay. So what is 4x squared times 2x squared? 4x squared times 2x squared. 8x 4. 4x squared times a half 4x squared times, just keep track where we are. We done that one, we are done. So 4x squared times a half y. Half times 4 is 2. Not so? It will be 2x squared y. It will be plus 2x squared y. Now we got negative y times x squared. What is negative y times x squared? Negative 2x squared y. And negative y times a half y is negative a half y squared. Now we're going to look for like terms. And there's two like terms there. So it's going to be 8x4. What is 2x squared y minus 2x squared y?
The social event at the pool will only start at 1:30. The social event
You
at
guys
the
understand?
pool will only start at 1:30. And if there are any learners that still need their photographs to be taken, you can do so straight after school in the school hall. Thank you.
Okay, for homework. It's going to be exercise 5 on page 26. Exercise 5, page 26. People, enjoy the weekend and the rest of your day. Don't forget to re-answer the test at the back of your maths book. Our friend is going to check. Why are you walking around already? Have a seat. The bell didn't go.